How's it going, everyone? Today we're gonna talk about the photo shoot that I just did yesterday here in my new studio space. I'm gonna drop another video talking about the studio specifically, so I'm not gonna give you the grand tour today, but I am gonna show you what I did, how I lit it, and then what I used for the photo shoot. We're just gonna start off right away with the wall-mounted backdrop. So this is a wall mount that I purchased off of Amazon. Pretty cheap, but I went with the reviews and it's Amazon quality, but it works. Now I've got two paper rolls up there. Did a lot of research and I looked for colors that were the most versatile for my needs. We've got this tan paper up here. Let me get the actual name of the color. Okay, so the name of the color of this tan roll here is Pecan. All right, so I ordered it from Amazon. The other one, this is gray, this is Thunder Gray. I live here on Maui, so Amazon doesn't ship directly. I had to go through like a third party, so that third party was actually Kellard's. Also, I got the steel pipes from Amazon as well. Those are the ones that you put together and then you put the rolls on, and we had to custom cut those because of this space. So anyways, I used the pecan backdrop yesterday. Now let's talk about the lighting. Okay, so in this space, what I love about it so much, because this space used to be very dark, very cluttered, very disorganized, very gross. But long story short, they put in 4 beautiful windows, and these windows faced eastward here on Maui, which is towards Haleakala. As we know, the sun rises from the east, so we get some beautiful natural lighting in here. So these windows, they have these pretty basic shades. They're not the best as you, okay, there we go. As you can see, light is still coming in, and you can see here on the ground, let me get out of the way, that light is still spilling in. So if I was doing a photo shoot or a video shoot where I really needed it blacked out, I'd have to put something in front of these windows. And you can see how dark it is back here in the office area. So we'll go ahead and open up this. And then lastly, we've got this little window. This one's my favorite. So let me give you a view of what this whole space looks like with all the windows open. Like, there's the wall backdrop, and let me focus there so you can see how much light is coming in here now. All right, look how dark that is now. Let's focus up on the back wall. Okay, so we talked about the studio space, we talked about lighting, let's talk about the posing. All right, so what I did is I used this stool here, very, very basic wooden stool, and I set it actually right here in that light, and I kind of had like a chill posture on it, and I just kind of put a knee up, hand in pocket kind of thing, and just kind of face my body towards the light. And so you'll see in the photos, I went for more of like that hard, direct light, letting it just go kind of wash out part of my face, let the shadow and contrast kind of fill in. Here is the 35mm 1.4 lens that I used for the first couple of photos, the black and white ones. Really, really fun lens. I love the price point on it. It's really cheap, really good quality. The other lens that I used after the 35 was the 40mm f2. This is the SE lens, so made to look vintage, matching the Nikon ZF, which is what I'm using to record this video. So use the 35, I use the 40mm lenses, and that's the gear. Nothing crazy, no fill flash, no constant LED light. Those types of shoots will come in the future. So we talked about the space, the lighting, the posing. We talked about the gear, very basic. Now let's talk about the entire experience. So I've got this 2-roll paper wall mount. I do have a lock up here so that people don't come in here and mess with my backdrops. I got a master lock that's pretty big, and it allows me to lock both of these chains together. This is a shared space, so it's not full-time a studio, so I do have to lock things and put things away. Let's go ahead and roll this out. Okay, so let's talk about the SnapBridge app. Let's go ahead and click it, and we're gonna go ahead and open it up. So it's gonna ask you what's your region, accept all the stuff, and it's gonna swipe you through how to use this app. So we're gonna go ahead and hit connect to camera, and it's gonna ask you what type of camera. And you can see we got Z9, Z8, ZF, Z6III, Z5II is not in this selection, but we're gonna go ahead and select the category that has the Z5, Z6II, all that. So we'll go ahead and hit that. And then what we want is the Wi-Fi connection, okay? Because this is how we're gonna control the camera. So we're gonna hit Wi-Fi, we're gonna hit next, telling you how to do it. So let's put the phone down real quick, and we're now gonna turn on our camera that we want to connect to. So we're gonna go to network, and you can see the little icon for network right underneath the wrench. We're gonna enter into this menu, and we can see here, connect to smart device. We're gonna go down to Wi-Fi connection right here, and then establish Wi-Fi connection. All right, Wi-Fi connection established. It's gonna give you the SSID number and the password. There it is, Z5II. Now, what's the password? We're gonna put it in. All right, we are joining. Now that we've joined, you can see and confirm that. It'll have the little check mark once you're confirmed. Back to the app. Now it says connection established. And we'll do allow notifications. Now it's giving me this menu here. Click on remote photography and it'll go black. Now you'll be able to see the live preview of what my camera sees. You can see the backdrop now, the couch. You can do a little inception. There's my camera filming on the humidifier cabinet. There's my desk. And there's me talking to myself. This is the Cheetah Stand C10. I love it because you can easily, when you set this thing down, it pops open on its own. You guys can see that here, look. 1, 2, boop. Look at that. Look how cool. Then you pick it up. This stand has like a little, this is actually the Godox 8200 adapter for like your light stands. I told you guys this is super rugged. I've got the screen record still on the phone app. It's giving me the live view. You guys can literally see me right now. So put that in, connect that, and then we're gonna do the top one. And I think I had it here at first. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a portrait and I can flip the LCD. Well, since it is live view, you cannot see on the LCD. It shows on the phone. The LCD deactivates on the camera and you're only able to see on your phone, which to me is kind of a negative thing. I would rather have the LCD active on my camera as well as on my phone, having access to all your options and stuff like that. When you're doing selfies like this, I don't feel like I have access to everything on the app. One of the things I wanted to do with this like self-portrait thing is the creative control, but I don't see that on here. Like I don't have access to all the creative control options. I can't go through all the different looks and stuff, which is a bummer. I would have to set the creative look before I established my connection and started using the app. And then if I wanted to change, I would have to stop the connection, go to the camera and all that. I did do a couple portrait oriented photos, and that was when I was in the corner with my face towards the light with the window open. When I did the colored backdrop, I did it in landscape orientation. So I had my camera set like that. And then because it was at 40 millimeter and I wanted just to go from the waist up, I actually set my camera lower. Obviously, you can't get my face this low, but when you back up, the 40 millimeter will be able to get my face and everything like that. So you'll be able to see that on the mobile app. And this was about the setup. Here we go. So I had all the windows open in here. I didn't close this one. I actually had it open. You see how much brighter it is on this side and then how much darker it gets. This was my very first photo shoot that I did here in the new studio space. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Well, that's it. We talked about the space. We talked about lighting. We talked about posing. We talked about the gear. Talked about what I did, my setup, my little rinky-dink lighting. I do have a tripod, guys. I do have flash and like LED lighting and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to see how I improve moving forward from here. As much as I would love to continue doing natural lit shoots and everything like that, I am really excited to try out the constant LED lighting, like the Zhiyun lights that I have, the X100s and the X60. And then I do have some Godox flashes that I will also use for photo shoots and stuff like that. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's a beautiful day here in Maui, and I'm gonna get right back to work. I will catch you all in the next video. If you want some more content, I've got a lot more videos on this channel. Why don't you check out this one?